Hello and welcome back. Today we're doing a base tour for my Astraeos base over on the Lemuria Island Ascended Arc Cluster. So my main base is predominantly on Astraeos. This is the layout we've got going on here. Go into photo mode. So we have a really nice view from the kind of tundra area of Astraeos in the top left. We can see the main formation over there. At the end of this little peninsula is a taming pen. Over here we have the main house. This one's honestly a lot of fun. It's a little more blocky than I would want it to be, but it serves the job well. Over there we have our greenhouse, which needs to be added onto. Down here we have our bio grinder, because it is a necessity as this base is primarily built for breeding. And then the cream of the cream over there is that big old barn, and that big old barn is where all of the breeding happens on this map for me. Then lastly, little structure we have is a little egg hatchery area, which I do intend to do a future video on. So let's go explore. So here, like I said, is the main house. You've got some nice seats to watch the sunset and sunrises. We've got our main floor. Just got all the basics: fridges, cooking, water, power generation, blueprint storage, normal storage, crafting, forging, more crafting, etc., etc. Upstairs we have mostly cryopod storage. Usually I have this stuff sorted out by animal. We've got some miscellaneous animals as well just hanging about. We have some nice skylights along with some roof access, just in case I don't want to have to come in through the bottom. And here is my little survivor bedroom. All the basic necessities: a fridge, somewhere to put my junk, some cryo fridges, etc., etc. Bed to sleep. Out here we have the second floor porch, or I guess it wouldn't be a porch, huh? Balcony, there we go, that's the word. A second floor balcony, which also just gives us another nice view to look out on everything else. Let's head downstairs and look at the next building. Alright, next up is our bio grinder right here. This is just a bio grinder on normal platforms with quarter walls and quarter ceilings built around it to make everything nice and flush walking up dinos to be grinded. Then I have, of course, ramps on the outside edge just to provide a nice smooth finish. I honestly prefer this design, but that's just because I think I'm the one that came up with it. Next, over here, we have our greenhouse. We've got a ton of different types of plants and crops in here. They're all to be stacked or are stacked up to 6 plots high for space savings and efficiency. We've got our little dung beetle here making us all of the fertilizer. Nothing too extravagant, but it gets the job done. Over here is our egg hatchery. Like I said, I intend to make a future video on this, showing how to build this off. This really works well for me, at least. I like quickly being able to bounce between the incubators. And then we have the big barn here. There's 3 sections of the barn, 2 smaller and 1 bigger. So we kind of have a little bit of everything here. The small barns are for the small to medium, with occasional large like the Spinos. They're all kind of just tucked in here and can breed in a protected space. Let's go check out the other small one. Our other small one, which is much more organized and much more based for small to medium dinosaurs. Got lots of different projects all going at once, and that's honestly the way I work best. We have some nice decorations. And then we have the biggest one, which is exclusively for large dinos, besides the handful that break that exception. And this is where the biggest guys go. If I remember correctly from my testing, I can fit Gigas and Karches in here if I want to breed them. I'm not currently working on them at the moment though. We have a egg collector over here with a trough and a sitting area. A embryo incubator. A baby catcher. And a gene storage over on the other side. And then, lastly, let's show you the perimeter of the building. Because I live on a plateau, it is not fully finished, or not fully covered by me. And so we'll need to step outside. Now, you can see that there are wild animal spawns out here. I didn't want to have to pillar off the entire plateau. That would have been excessive. So instead, I came up with this wall, along with these scaffolding that hold onto the plant species X up there at the top. They keep my base secure, especially from Argentavis. You can see how they're spaced out at regular intervals to help give some covering fire. And overall, they keep our base really safe. I haven't had an incident in months ever since putting them up, so I'm really happy with that. And I guess lastly, we have a photo booth, just a quick little area. And out here, away from the range of the species X, we have a taming pen. This is one that I at least modified. I don't think I've seen anyone else have an exact duplicate of this. I do intend to mess around with it a little bit more and maybe make up some ulterior designs, but it works really well and can even tame the jumping spider from the jumping spider mod, because you can close up that cellar door right there. Yeah, that's my base over on Astraeos. I at least wanted to preserve this for keepsake at the minimum. If you guys enjoyed, let me know, and we'll see about doing some more base tours on the various other maps. But until then, I'll see you next time.